It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
Winning at this level, I've said this before, is boring. You have to be willing to do monotonous things over and over and over again as a team to get the outcome that we want as a group.
There's Will Hardy talking about the Utah Jazz as they prepare to play the Portland Trail Blazers tonight. You'd have to do monotonous things like play your best players every night, right, PK?
Well, winning is boring, and I'm grateful that the Jazz, because boring can be just that, very boring. So I've only been bored 16 times with the Jazz this year.
Whew, thank goodness. Will it be 17 tonight? Or will the lineup be so weak that even the Blazers will cruise to 140 points and victory? KJ Martin, out. Illness. Walker Kessler, out. Nose concussion. Isaiah Collier. Kessler. Oh, I see what you did there. Very nice. Isaiah Collier, day-to-day due to right hamstring soreness. Collins, Markkanen, that's all old news. Clarkson, they're all out. Jazz counting them down, almost to the end of the season now. 3 games to go, couple of home games. Blazers tonight, 6 o'clock for the pregame. Tip-off at 7 here on The Zone. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
You know, outside of the decision, there was thinking around 2 separate things, involving with the timing of it all. I think that, the awkwardness of the timing with only 3 games left and then the playoffs looming. But, it came down to 2 factors. One, I have a complete belief and trust in our group of players that are in there. And I have complete trust and belief in our assistant coaches and their ability to step up into different roles. And maybe if their voices are a little louder in certain areas, maybe they can squeeze some of that juice that I've been talking about.
Doncic starts, stop, shoot, gonna score.
Well, he got the switch. He won it again. Hartenstein. Luka's thrown out of the game.
Oh, no.
Luka just got thrown out.
There you go. Second technical. Doncic is gone.
Luka is saying he was talking to a fan, and the official is saying he was talking to me. So that's his second technical. He's out of the game.
The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the LA Lakers 136-120. Luka Doncic ejected in the 4th quarter. He insisted in the postgame he was talking to a fan. The official thought it was him. So there you go.
You talking to me?
You talking to me? What about me do you find funny? Am I amusing? Like a clown? One of Luka's weak spots there, man, that guy tries to ref the game while he plays it and lets referees have it all the time. So maybe the fan is a cover story for getting kicked out, and maybe it really was a fan, but because of his rep, the official wasn't having any of it. Either way, he's gone.
The fan himself said that he was interacting with him.
Also, the Denver Nuggets. Ha! Grizzlies, you fired a coach. So what? The Denver Nuggets call your coach and raise you a general manager. Michael Malone is gone. Calvin Booth, he's history. Denver hits reset. Okay, that was pretty unusual timing, but you're Josh Kroenke there. How do you get that job, PK?
I think his father owns the team, and they promoted Rick Adelman's son.
Hey-o. Josh Kroenke, winner of the DNA lottery, explaining why the Nuggets dumped the coach and the GM right before the playoffs start.
Well, Josh has had to work his way up, man. It's been a long, long road for him to get where he's at. And so he knows what he's talking about. And old Mikey lived in West Orange, New Jersey. Mikey, he's gone. Seems silly, but what the heck. It's pro sports has got a little bit of Hollywood involved in it. And actually college does now, too. So try to explain things that are unexplainable. Why bother?
Have a little drama, have a little soap opera. And, of course, everyone wonders, what does Jokic think of this? Because he has 2 years left on his contract, plus a player option for a third. There's been all kinds of speculation about him going to L.A. to join Doncic, whether it's real or whether it's just people having fun with the whole soap opera part of sports. Time will tell. Did he okay this? Did he give it the green light? Did he give it a nod and a wink? That's the only coach he's known in the NBA right there, so... But welcome to the NBA. There's the change for you. Cavaliers keep rolling towards the 1 seed in the East. They beat the Bulls 135-113. The Wizards will not allow the Jazz any more breathing room, but the Wizards may have already messed up and won their 17th game. They didn't win number 18, though. They got beat by the Pacers, Indiana 104, Washington 98. So the Jazz still one game worse than Washington. And the Suns eliminated from play-in contention. They will not make the top 10 in the West. The Warriors beat the Suns 133-95. With that level of talent on that roster, it seems impossible they couldn't crack the top 10, PK, but they can't crack the top 10, and now massive change awaits in the offseason. Who will they trade Durant, and who will they trade him for, and what will they get back? Where will he go? Clippers playing better here, getting close to the postseason. Zubac went for 24 points and 20 rebounds. That's a huge stat line. So they beat the Spurs 122-117. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NFL.
What are you at the next level?
Both, just like you saw me play.
You want to do both. How many snaps in a football game can you play?
All of them, if they give me the chance and the opportunity to do it.
And so we were talking about the challenges that come with it. You got to be in offensive meetings. You got to be in defensive meetings. You got to be in wide receiver meetings. You got to be in defensive back meetings. How is there enough time to do all that? How did you prepare for that when you played college?
Well, we kind of got 24 hours in a day. We probably sleep for about 8 of those, so we probably got 16 more. So the 16
and all
that
I'm dedicated to those.
Yeah, all of them dedicated to football.
There's Travis Hunter. Cleveland Browns are the betting favorites to land him, and as you just hear, he wants to play offense and defense full time.
I thought the NCAA had a rule that you can only do 20 hours a week.
Yeah, good one. Good one, Grandpa. Tell me about the good old days.
Those were the rules, man. Didn't Majerus?
They were.
He extended. No. Majerus bought somebody a cupcake. Is that what it was?
I believe it was a sandwich, which he did do, and I believe also the 20-hour rule got broken, and that was why the NCAA got to hold a press conference at the University of Utah, where I was told before it was announced Majerus was actually freaking out and ready to reform, and as nervous as any of his coworkers had ever seen him. And about 15 minutes after it was over, the old Rick was back.
His coworkers? He had no coworkers. It was him.
Well, someone who was paid by the same university. How about that? Not a coworker, but someone who's paid by the same university. Travis Hunter, we'll see if he can pull it off. He obviously is all in on it. Also, the Pittsburgh Steelers, who picked 21st in the draft, are bringing in Shedeur Sanders, the Buff Star. So, obviously, they're thinking about trading up. Will they do it? How far up do they have to trade? There's all kinds of speculation. Shedeur goes 3rd. Shedeur slides to 6th or 7th. Shedeur slides out of the top 10. Everybody's got a theory right now. So the Steelers, they could draft Shedeur, I guess, and get Rodgers. Rodgers is the bridge quarterback to Shedeur or something like that. Maybe like the Chiefs did with Alex Smith years ago with Patrick Mahomes. Or maybe they just never do the Rodgers thing and they just push it in there day one if they trade up. All that drama to be sorted out in the next couple weeks. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
Ohio State quarterback battle. Who replaces Will Howard as the Buckeyes starting quarterback? Julian Sand and Lincoln Kienholz are battling for the right to lead the defending national champs, and the word is that it's neck and neck. Think they both stay, or do you think some college out there is going to get to pick up one of those guys right after spring ball when they announce the starter, unless they wait and split time in the first 2 games?
Oh, how much money would they leave behind? Speaking of Grandpa, you're looking at strictly competition. That's old school thinking. How much money is they going to get to be on the team this year? And is it too late to get that kind of money someplace else? I think Julian is going to win it. I'm just saying.
Wow, what an evil laugh that was. Former Alabama coach Nick Saban's move to television has been successful. He may have hardware to back it up. He's nominated for a Sports Emmy for Outstanding Personality / Emerging On-Air Talent. That's a weird category. That seems something like out of an MTV award show.
Well, I hope he's just not like Susan Lucci and just been nominated all those years but never gets it.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Fly ball, right center. Long run, Barossa to the alley, and it's gone! The answer to the trivia question is a grand slam from J.D. Davis. The first home run in the history of the ballpark at America First Square.
Little looper, shallow center field. It's dropping. That's a base hit. Newman will score easily. Luis Rengifo with 2 outs in the ninth puts the Angels back in front.
Here is James Wood. Swings and builds one. Deep right center field. How far will it go? Going, gone, goodbye. Bang, zoom goes James Wood again with his second 2-run home run in the first 4 innings of this game.
James Woods, 2 homers lifting Washington past L.A. Nationals beat the Dodgers 8-2. The Giants also get beat. The Padres also get beat. All the big dogs in the NL West getting beat. Athletics 10-4. The A's get their first win in Sacramento. So, a W for Sacramento. And that sounds odd, but there it is. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, leading New York. The Mets beat the Marlins 10-5. Is Pete Alonso shaped like a polar bear? That barrel chest kind of thing going on there?
I don't know how he got that nickname.
Former MLB players Octavio Dotel and Tony Blanco were among the more than 110 people who died after the roof of an iconic nightclub collapsed in the Dominican Republic. Nelsie Cruz, provincial governor and sister of 7-time MLB All-Star Nelson Cruz, was also killed in the tragedy.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Yeah, a roof collapse.
Saw the video of that.
Also in there, you heard Tony on the call. The Salt Lake Bees opened the ballpark at America First Square with a 13-10 win over the Reno Aces. Game 2 tonight, 6:35. Tony's on the air at 6:20 with the pregame.
Yeah, I'm really surprised they didn't have me throw out the first pitch.
Yeah, what happened there? You're busy?
I don't know. But I'm not going to do it. No, if they ask me to do it like tonight, forget it. It was either first game or nothing.
Baseball will be on the AM tonight with the Jazz on the 97.5 FM.
First pitch I threw at the Bees multiple times. And Klauke used to chide me. I said, what are you talking about? I painted the black every time.
Bringing the heat. Oh, the game will be on 102.7 HD2, I am told.
We've got USU Coaches Show taking over 12/8 tonight, their final edition of the year.
Oh, okay, there it is. Thank you for the update. All right, DJ and PK.
Hashtag NHL.
Looked like Stenlin had a good look, but couldn't find a way to shoot. Now Sergachev has no problem, and he scores, putting Utah ahead early in the first. Mikhail Sergachev gets his 15th of the year, and it's 1-0. Lawson Krause on the attack, shoots, and scores! The non-negotiable line for Utah cashes in early, and it's 4-0. Tosses one back to Kesselring. That was a beautiful pass. Sharp angle shot, and they score! Touchdown! Utah, Michael Carcone picks the top corner. It's 7-0.
Utah Hockey Club up 7-0 after 2 periods. Seattle gets 1 goal in the third. 7-1 the final score. The Utah Hockey Club clinches a winning record in year 1. And Sergachev is the star with a goal and 2 assists. Shout out to Dylan Gunther, who also had 3 assists in the game. They pummel Seattle. After losing to them a couple times, they finally break through against the Kraken. Utah will play their last home game of the year tomorrow night. Nashville will be at the Delta Center. Nashville struggling a little bit themselves. Certainly a winnable game for Utah as they are playing pretty good hockey here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out the first puck.
Got a kid. Walk out there on the red carpet, drop that baby, smile for the photos.
No, I'm going to do it from up the upper bowl.
Just throw it down. Ping somebody in the forehead.
Really
Nice.
show off that arm strength.
Right. I got it. I'll throw a sweeper.
A sweeper. Nice. From up there, you could probably just go, who's old school? How about Kent to Colby, go submarine. There you go. No wear and tear on the shoulder there.
I'm more of a Dan Quisenberry guy.
Oh, that a kid. What is trending is brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. That is what is trending. Coming up later this morning, Bob Casper is going to join us. Co-host of Real Golf Radio, live from Augusta, Georgia, and the Masters. Our draft is on the way. And Tim Lacombe, jazz analyst for SCG Media, is stopping by his weekly Wednesday visit. It's a Win Ticket Wednesday, so we'll be giving away tickets to see the Counting Crows in the Complete Suites Tour with the Gaslight Anthem, August 21st, Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. And also, we got tickets to see the Bees, a 5-pack, to watch the Bees and the Reno Aces tomorrow night and go see the new ballpark at America First Square. All that coming up this morning, including the question of the day next, right here on The Zone.